Patrick here, half Cheetah Will View. Wow, it is close to 2 o'clock in the morning here. It is day 11 of the 31 days of Halloween, day 11. I found out that my, I don't know why, see, every time I do this camera, no matter what I do, when I do it, as soon as I turn it on, all of a sudden it seems like I have to itch my head. It's going to be annoying to watch. Sorry about that. Well, anyway, it's day 11 of the 31 days of Halloween. I did go to watch Halloween 78, and unfortunately, I think my Blu-ray player is a little old. It's a little too old to play the movie. It's all regions, so I could play that on any seat, on any Blu-ray player. But my player is a little older. It's about 8 or 9 years old. Yeah, it's that old. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I'm gonna have to. I might have to switch and maybe do the first Friday the 13th instead. I do have a copy of Anchor Bay's Halloween. If I can find it, I'll do that. But I know you guys are not here to hear other excuses. You guys are here to see what me and the Cheetah watched for 31 Days of Halloween. Well, since we couldn't do Halloween 78, I decided to dip into the movies that my late buddy and my brother Romey left me. So I went inside there and I grabbed this to watch. Dead in Tombstone, starring Danny Trejo, Anthony Michael Hall, the lovely Dina Meyer, and Mickey Rourke. This movie is a 2013 direct-to-video release. It was directed by Noel Roel. He's Dutch. Universal's Pictures released it with an idea of establishing a new series. It did get 2 movies made. I think it was Dead in Tombstone and then Dead Again in Tombstone. I don't think the second one did nearly as well as the first one. And the first one has, well, let me tell you the plot first. So the plot is an outlaw gang led by Guerrero breaks his half-brother Red Kavanaugh out of jail. They do have a massive shoot-'em-up. We see the rest of the Blackwater gang. They free his brother and they ride out. Red tells Guerrero that he knows that this town that has recently struck gold, and the gold's there right for the taking. They can ride over there in a couple of days and have their way with the gold and then get the hell out. Set for life. So Guerrero, he says, okay, and so they ride over to the town. Now, Guerrero has a bit of a conscience, and he does not want to do any unnecessarily killing. And he basically tells the gang that, says, we're just here for the gold. I don't want anybody to get hurt. Don't shoot at them unless they got you pinned. I don't want to do that. He just wants to run in, grab it, and ride out. Well, they ride in, grab it, and they kill all the good guys guarding it, including the sheriff. And then when Guerrero, says, let's ride out. We got all the gold. Let's ride out. Kavanaugh wants to stay and run the town, and Guerrero doesn't want to do that. They have a slight disagreement, and Kavanaugh takes over the gang, and they kill Guerrero, sending him to hell. So while they take over the town and rape and pillage and cause all sorts of havoc in the town that was called Edenvale, and then Kavanaugh has renamed it to Tombstone, and he's taken the sheriff's position. But the town is just crazy. It's just violent, and anything you think of, it's just hell on earth. Well, meanwhile, down in hell, Guerrero is attempting to bargain with the devil, who's played by Mickey Rourke, to let him have revenge. He says, well, you can have 1 soul, but I can get you 6 of the worst. And so for a full year, he pleads all the while Mickey Rourke tortures him. So at the end of the year, the devil says, "All right, I'll give you your shot." You got 24 hours to kill the rest of the gang. Um, and if you don't, your suffering will be 1,000-fold what it was already was. Well, Guerrero takes him up on the offer, and he goes up to Tombstone, and he goes after his old gang. Now the crutch is that he has to be the one doing the killing. If anybody else kills any of the other outlaws, the deal is null and void, and Guerrero will go back to hell to face unimaginable hell on earth in hell. Okay. So this causes some conflict between Dina Meyer and Guerrero because Dina Meyer plays the widow of the sheriff that was murdered. She also wants Kavanaugh. Well, he finally breaks down and tells them what's going on, why he has to be the one to do it. And so this leads to a final showdown. Okay, so I'm going to do pros and cons of this. The pros. I like the story. I like the story. It's pretty cool, for the most part. I mean, for the most part, it's pretty cool. It's a little bit crazy though, in the fact that Guerrero is a killer, and it's not like he hasn't killed. I mean, we see him at the beginning of the movie. He's shooting down the prison guards trying to free his brother. And all they were doing was just trying to do their jobs. And on one hand, he gets to the town, and he's telling his gang not to shoot anybody. So it's a conflict. It's a character conflict, and it's confusing. Anthony Michael Hall does a nice job as Red, and there's the rest of the guys are just faces. For me, there's no really character development other than through Danny Trejo. Mickey Rourke plays a good devil. He's very effective. And Dina Meyer's fine too. And there's good action throughout the movie. So yeah, there's some decent pros. And of course, Danny Trejo being the lead in any movie is a good thing because Danny Trejo deserves it. But the bad thing is this movie is fucking. It is cut and edited so badly. I mean, you can't watch a scene more than 3 seconds before it's cut. It's like someone cut this movie with a freaking Jinsu knife. It's too fast. It's too frenetic. You can't. It doesn't capture any of the action. It's like a glimpse here, glimpse here, glimpse here, glimpse here. And after a while, it becomes really hard to watch. There's no sustained action really at all. And that really hurts the film a lot. Because this movie could have been really fun. But the way he cut the film, it just made it really hard to watch. The second thing I didn't like was I did not like the ending. At the end of the movie, after Danny Trejo has his discussion with Mickey Rourke, it slides into a Ghost Rider ending. Now Danny Trejo is going to be the devil's outlaw. Oh please, Old West, New West, whatever. That ending is straight ripped off from a Ghost Rider. And that sort of soured it. It's really hard to give this movie a thumbs up. I mean, I thought Trujillo did fine. I thought Anthony Michael Hall did fine. They both look like they're having some fun. Dina Meyer was pretty sassy. But as good as Mickey Rourke, again, as Mickey Rourke's great. But as far as that goes, against everything else, yeah, it comes up short for me, unfortunately. And that's a real shame because, like I said, Danny Trujillo deserves a lot, a shot like this, and he seems to be having a lot of fun playing Guerrero. But man, you just couldn't see him. I mean, you see a picture of him, and then next thing you know, the movie's being cut, the scene's being cut. All right, there's special features on here. There's some special features probably behind the scenes, trailers, and whatnot. Would I recommend this movie? Yes, only in the fact if you can buy it for less than a couple of dollars. If you can get it for less than a couple of dollars, it's a worthy investment. I would not pay full price for this movie at all. Would not. I would not do. But if you saw this at Dollar Tree or Big Lots for a couple of bucks, yeah, I get it. I get that. All right, so that's that's the end of my review for day 11 of Halloween. Days of 31 days of Halloween. I'd like to thank my buddy and my brother Catfish. Brother, I miss you every day, man. Every single day. I can't believe you're gone, man. It's just been a rough year. As far as us, if you like what you see, please consider giving us a sub. Hit the notification bell. Leave a comment down below. Me and the Cheetah, we are racing for 400. I cannot believe we're going to get to 400. Thank you guys so much, man. It's awesome, man. Every time I wake up, we got another sub. So, yeah, man, share us out. I appreciate that. So that's my review, and I will see you tomorrow night for our interview with Thomas J. Churchill at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on 8 Questions With. Until the next one, peace.